being in what is called the music business for as long as you have, I know that you have very strong opinions because you've seen it go from where, let's say, there was a lot of money behind the music business, a lot of labels, to a completely different story now. Obviously, the industry has changed, and downloading and whatever it is. What's your opinion today on the state of music business?
Well, the music business for me, when I started, it was one word. I know that sounds stupid, but it really was. It was the music business, and when I got in there were, fat, balding dudes with gold chains sucking on cigars and doing cocaine, and it's like, I've arrived, And you could get whatever you want. I remember the first day we went to Capitol, there was someone there that had a bunch of champagne, another guy that had cocaine, another guy walked up with a box full of Nikes, and I'm like, all right, but this is a cool. You know what I mean? It's funny that the champagne and the cocaine took a back seat to the new shoes, but I mean, those of you that are real musicians get it. I lived in a car to make my career happen. I was homeless for a while, and there's a lot of things that you really got to be willing to sacrifice to do this. There's going to be times where you're going to miss birthdays and you're going to miss holidays, you're going to miss anniversaries, you're not going to be home when you need to be home. There's like for me, I when we released this last record, I had made a promise to my two children that I would be home for the summer with them. Now the record kept getting pushed back and back and back, and finally when it came out, well, it was right up against that 2-month period. I said I'd be home with my kids. Now, instead of being a douchebag and lying to my kids and going out and playing for you, which I would have been screwing us all, I kept my word. I kept my integrity so that I can be the guy that you look up to. And I stayed home for those 2 months, the first 2 months of the career for this record, this last record, and it really hurt the momentum of the record. But we got great reviews everywhere thanks to you guys and your support. And the way that I look at the internet, it can be used for good, it can be used for bad. I mean, you can take it to the extent that you go up to Capitol Hill and you ask for people's addresses, or you put some songs and you put some videos up at your website and you interact with people and you answer emails and you meet your fans and stuff like that. I don't think that it's fair that you would go to a person's house and see their entire catalog of their music downloaded by somebody. I think that that's totally unfair. But if you go to a band's website and they've got music stuff and they've got video stuff and they've got some extra media for you to check out, I mean, that's how you keep fans interested. That's how you keep that one-on-one relationship with them. You do things that set you apart, that make you different, And honestly, if I got in this for the money, I would have gotten out a long time ago because, the pressure and the strain that happens to a musician's body when you're out on the road and your nervous system, it's really difficult. At the end of the day, the cost versus what you get, it's a diminishing return. So if you really wanted to do this and this is your career, somebody needs to tell you up front what you need to expect. There's going to be a lot of days where you're going to go without eating. There's going to be a lot of days where you're going to have fights, and most band fights are over women or money. And or drugs, but if you've got money, you don't have drug problems, because you can buy your drugs and stuff. And most of the girls in the music industry now, they look at a lot of the bands and they figure, what, I'll just be in one instead of dating a guy. Which I think is really a great thing right now, that there's a lot of girls in the music industry. I wish that more people would actually sing, myself personally, because there's nothing worse than you go up to somebody and you say, who's the singer? And they go, it's her, and you're like, really?